Have you ever noticed how the smallest decision can completely change the course of someone's life? Imagine leaving your house just 2 minutes later than usual. You miss one bus, meet a stranger, hear a conversation, or discover an opportunity that never would have existed otherwise. Every day, millions of invisible moments pass us by without us realizing how important they are. Some people call it luck. Others call it destiny. But what if it's simply the result of tiny choices creating massive consequences over time? Scientists often describe this as a chain reaction, where one small event leads to another, eventually producing outcomes that seem impossible to predict. It's fascinating to think that the future isn't built by giant moments alone, but by countless tiny ones that seem meaningless at first. Think about a seed buried beneath the ground. It doesn't become a giant tree overnight. For weeks, nothing appears to happen above the surface. Yet underneath, roots are quietly growing stronger every single day. People often expect success to happen instantly, but nature teaches a different lesson. Real growth is usually invisible before it becomes obvious. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving your health, or building a dream, progress often hides beneath the surface long before anyone notices it. That's why many people quit too early. They mistake silence for failure when, in reality, the foundation is still being built. History is filled with incredible discoveries that happened by accident. A forgotten experiment, a simple observation, or an unexpected mistake has changed the world more than once. Curiosity has always been one of humanity's greatest strengths. The people who ask questions often uncover answers nobody else was searching for. Imagine how many inventions would never have existed if someone had simply ignored an unusual result instead of investigating it. Sometimes the greatest opportunities arrive disguised as problems waiting to be solved. Our brains are also full of surprises. They constantly filter millions of pieces of information every second, allowing us to focus on only a tiny fraction of what's happening around us. That's why you can suddenly notice a specific car model everywhere after hearing about it once. The cars were always there, but your brain decided they had become important. It's a reminder that our perception of reality is shaped not only by the world itself but by what our minds choose to pay attention to. Change your focus, and your experience of life can change as well. Time is another mystery we rarely appreciate. Every second that passes becomes part of history forever. Nobody has ever paused time, reversed it, or bought more of it. Money can be earned again, possessions can be replaced, but time moves in only one direction. That's what makes every ordinary day surprisingly valuable. The moments that seem boring today often become the memories we wish we could revisit years later. It's easy to believe exciting experiences are always somewhere in the future, but sometimes they're quietly happening right now without us noticing. The universe itself is almost impossible to imagine. The light from distant stars can take thousands or even millions of years to reach Earth. When we look into the night sky, we're actually looking into the past. Some of the stars we see may no longer exist, yet their light continues traveling across space. It's a beautiful reminder that the universe is far bigger and stranger than our everyday lives suggest. Despite all our technology, there is still so much we don't know about the cosmos or even about our own planet. Perhaps the most amazing fact is that every person you meet has a completely different story unfolding inside their mind. Each stranger carries memories, dreams, fears, victories, and disappointments that remain invisible to everyone else. A simple act of kindness can have an impact you'll never fully understand. Likewise, a few careless words can leave a lasting impression without you realizing it. Every interaction becomes part of someone else's story, just as they become part of yours. So the next time something small happens, a missed opportunity, an unexpected conversation, or a tiny decision that seems unimportant, remember that life's biggest changes often begin with moments that look completely ordinary. The future isn't written in dramatic events alone. It's quietly shaped by the little choices we make every single day, one moment at a time.